Right on, right on. Man, I just did a live. It wouldn't let me download it. So I said, let's do it again. Round tres. Round tres. That means three. Salud. Happy October 1st, 2021. With that being said, I posted some dope videos. I got a link on my Facebook. I got it on my YouTube and on my Rumble at Mikey Romero, all one word, all lowercase, except for the capital R, on Rumble. And I suggest you go get you a Rumble. All right? With that being said, post these videos today. I went to a cemetery up on the hill over here in Tijuana, and I got a sick video. I got one that's called a cemetery in Mexico, and then a video with music called a cemetery in Mexico. Salud. And they came out super sick. I mean, the video was crispy crisperson. And then I knew they were gonna probably try to kick me out or whatever when they saw me with the camera, but I had one advantage, that my GoPro camera, they don't even know what the hell that is. But by the time some dude came over to talk to me, I was already putting the camera away, and I just said, "Okay, soy terminó." I was like, "I'm finished," and he was saying "borar, borar." I was like, "Soy terminó." I just told him I'm finished, and I walked away because I already knew his boss told him to go out there and tell me to whatever. Why would you not want me to videotape this beautiful cemetery? And I said funeral or graveyard just because I don't go to cemeteries and graveyards. So I was like, I didn't think about what I was going to say. And I just walked up this big ass hill, like, to get there. And then I was already kind of worried in the back of my mind. But when you're going to do something like that, just do it. So I did. I have my backpack. I always got my little one sling backpack, just like my Archangel. See that? And like, whap, whap, I got everything. It's quick and easy, you know. I got my little tripod stand. It's a little handheld thing. I got it. Whap, 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 whap. Bam, get in and out. You know what I'm saying? The best part is on the GoPro. It's gonna download it to the camera, which has the memory card in it. And so I could have showed them my app on my phone and been like, "No, I don't have anything." And then you have the application on your phone, and I'd have been like, "No, look," and it would have showed the video of the guy that I just filmed down the hill juggling fire for pesos, which another video I posted today. Yes, yes, yes. Your boy hit 3 home runs out the park today. All right. And with that being said, some old hater bombarded the video, right? So I'm doing the video, but I already know that sometimes when you pull out a camera, people know. And so I'm looking at this dude, and he's flinging this fire stick, and I've seen him around before. You know what I mean? He's got his whole little routine where he flings it around. At the end, he has a wig, which is not a wig. It's just a mop head. I don't know what that is on his head, but he flings the fire stick around. He's got fire on both ends. And then at the end, he takes his wig off. And he's like, "Oh, it turns out I'm bald," right? And he has this whole little skit. And so I was like, "Oh, I don't want anything weird to happen. I want it to be natural. So I'm just going to walk up on it." You know what I mean? Because people are busy doing whatever they're doing. But this old face diaper guy comes out of nowhere. He almost bumps me. You see, at a second, I turn, and then I get real quiet because I don't want to say anything, because I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, if he doesn't know the twirly whirly, he's gonna smack dude right in the face. And if I'm recording this, oh my god, this could go big. But I wasn't really even thinking about it. I thought. So I just go quiet. I don't say nothing. I'm just like filming it, right? And at the last second, the dude twirling the fire stick sees him, and maybe they're friends. I don't know. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, it's gonna go into what I'm talking about with, like, haters and the mentality of these people. You know what I mean? Because you see this huge crosswalk. I literally filmed this thing for 47 seconds as I'm walking, right? It's a 47-second video. I'm filming it, and old Maskapalooza almost bumps into me, and then he almost bumps in this how asleep these people are. They're like zombies. And whether he did it on purpose or not, the fact that he almost bumps into this guy flinging a damn fire stick is just ridiculous. Whether he did it on purpose or not, it doesn't matter. It just goes to show you the mentality of everybody right now. Either you are asleep or you are awake, and maybe you saw somebody was filming with the camera and you wanted to kind of take center stage of a poor guy out there hustling his game. And then I thought, well, I'll just film it when I come back, because I had to walk up the hill, do the video, and then come back down. But dude was gone, and I know he was gone because I've seen this guy before. He's got a plastic bottle, water bottle, that he puts duct tape around the cap, and he pokes a hole in it, and then he puts it on. I mean, he's got gasoline. I mean, this thing is not a professional thing. This is a dude that is, like, figured out a way to hustle for some money. I'm not hating on him, but I'm saying Look at the homeless people in Mexico as opposed to the homeless people in America. At least this dude's out there trying. All right. Homeless people in America just lay there. All right. This dude's out there hustling for some change. So tip this man. I should have. Next time I see him, I'll tip him. I just wasn't thinking. Had too much going on. I just wanted to get to that cemetery and film it. It was a beautiful video. It's called A Cemetery in Mexico. Salute was the music video, and then A Cemetery in Mexico, just the video. And then that other one was called Fire Juggling for a Peso, because that's what that man was doing. He might have been homeless, he didn't have no money, but he was out there hustling, and either that guy did it on purpose or he was just a zombie asleep. Doesn't matter. All right. With that being said, sometimes you need to walk around a cemetery, all right, and just see the reality of it all. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. When I walk around that, I think about what would these people tell me? What would these people tell me? They say, take these masks off your face, breathe. They would say that. Imagine that. Go walk around, take your kids. Don't be scared to go walk around a cemetery with your children and explain death to them. You're too quick to tell them the Santa Claus lives. He's fake. The Tooth Fairy lives. He's fake, or she's fake. Talk to your kids. You guys are so scared to talk to them about reality and fear, and how to overcome fear and adversity. And then I was watching Dan Bongino today, and he was talking about that, about his kids, his parental advice. You have to, sometimes you got to lose to win. How do you build up your muscles? You know, I got my little muscle now, but how did I even build up this little tweaky thing, you know? I had to tear the muscle down to build it up. Sometimes losing isn't a bad thing. And that's why when I started doing these lives, I wanted to record how I did it and let you guys know how I bought this mic, how I found this out, how that happened. And then when you start to reach for things, things will gravitate towards you, right? Like I go into the Guitar Center, and I want this one mic. It was $100 mic, and I wanted it, and it sounded good. And then the guy was like, nah, you need this mic, homie. And it was $150 more than I wanted. And I went ahead and bought it, and it was, thank you. He was the guy who was at the San Diego, it was at the La Mesa Guitar Center. I cannot remember his name, but thank you. Thank you. He knew it too. I just seen that look in his eye. And I'm old enough now to I see that look in your eye. I'm like, this guy's trying to help me right now. Of course, he tried to sell the warranty, but I never buy the warranty because I've never used the damn warranty. Except for on tires. I didn't. But with that being said, don't be scared to fail. And right now they have us gripped with fear. Right now the attack is fear. Now I want to get into what is the attack right now. The attack is fear. And right now they have their puppet in chief. We are under an attack right now. Okay, the puppet in chief right now is being blamed for everything purposefully. They knew they were gonna do that stuff in Afghani. They knew they were gonna do that, pull out rough, and now it's just there. And I really feel like these people are sick, and they will do anything to play with our emotions and gin up our emotions right now. And everything is gonna be weaponized. Okay, and I really feel like old Sleepy Joe might go. For real. Dirt and that. Talk about cemeteries. And if that happens, they're going to use it as a weapon to where you can't talk about. This Psaki will go up there and twist anything to say, what you don't like pregnant women? He's an 80-year-old man who just passed. And it's just sick. It's sick. I've been with too many psychopathic women that I just see it. And I'm just like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit here and just lay easy, you know, and just be like, oh, yeah, this is just normal. This is not normal. These people are psychopaths, and they've come over, they've taken over, and we're starting to see them now. And you need to wake up because 90% of you are just like, no, that's not. And you have to get in the mind. You have to wake up and be like, wait, these people are doing this on purpose. They're weaponizing everything. The Rona, that's a weapon. That is like a bazooka. They're just hitting us everywhere with the bazooka. Just bah, 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 bah. Until you wake up, you can't see it. You won't see it, all right? Because these people don't think like you and me. These people are sick. It's like when I looked at that guy flinging his little fiery stick, doing everything he did with his gasoline all over his hands. Probably everything in his eyes looked like a cartoon because he's been breathing in gas for like 3 hours. And then the other guy you see when he walks off the curb in the mask, the mask hole, the whole walkway is there. It's got lines right there. He could have walked in that walkway, but instead he went for like a beeline, almost walked in the dude. with the stick. And if dude flings the stick and doesn't pay attention, he smacks him in the head, might have a burn on his face. You know what I mean? Take out his eyeball. Why are you that close to that man? I'd walk on the far right side. That just shows you either he's that dumb, he is that asleep, or he's aware of what he's doing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. All right? And that's what you got to start understanding. Either these people are completely dumb or they're aware of what they're doing. Okay? And it's like I talked about last night with the Persephone. Okay? These people with their signs and symbols. I went back to something else where they can hide this stuff with Persephone, which was the bride of Hades. And now you see these movie stars and these musicians with their owls all the time. Not saying that's what it's about, but if you want to know, you want a little link. If you look at that card I pulled, it was a high priestess card. And what is she linked to? Owls and the forbidden fruit. It wasn't an apple, it was a pomegranate. And you're starting to see people talking about, it's God's plan. It's God's plan. What God are you talking about there, Drakey Drake? With your owl all over the place. That's why they hate me. Signs and symbols. Better back it up, chump. Not saying that's what he's into, but think about it. Look at it. Persephone was the wife of Hades. She bit the forbidden fruit. She was the goddess of the harvest in the spring. Get it? And you didn't know that? You had no idea, did you? It's a Greek mythology. Yeah, that's what they're going to say about every religion. But Biden isn't a bad thing. He's the proof of the brainwashing. What they've done to us. Anybody but Orange Man bad. Anybody but Orange Man bad. The fact that they put Biden in, and it's what you needed. He's a necessary evil. I've said this. Biden is a necessary evil. So as much as you're like, this guy, no, people need to see it. You need to shove their face in it. All right? And you're starting to see these people step up in sports, music, everything. It's happening. People are finally starting to be like, yo, because they're starting to tap on your money. And that's when it's really going to, they had a guy on the Veritas talking about, oh, we have to hit their bank accounts. Oh, well, you're going to hit the rich people bank accounts too. And they really going to be like, no. And people are talking bad about crypto. I told you about this crypto. You don't need to go buy you a Bitcoin or not one coin, but you can get your money out of the banks with a crypto account. And you could put some money over there and hide it into you don't even have to hide it. You could put it into a cryptocurrency while all this craziness happens when they're talking about the IRS monitoring you for $600, which they will do in Mexico. I opened up a bank account here. That's crazy. They monitor the hell out of you. You start putting $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in these bank accounts in Mexico, they start calling you up, the SAT. They're like, what you doing? Why you got all this money? Why you do all that? Because everybody's a drug cartel, but it's not. It's not. Mexico is not a drug cartel run place. It's actually a very nice place. You have homeless people that are out there at 10 o'clock in the morning, 85 degrees weather, trying to make money. You just have haters that will take his energy, try to take his energy. Can you imagine trying to take that man's energy? I almost hope that guy was asleep in his mask while I was filming that. I almost hope he was asleep. Because if you were actually just saw a dude with filming, like maybe you thought maybe I was filming a YouTube video and you try to take that man's energy, because this is real deal. Dude's got a mop head on his head, got gasoline everywhere. This isn't a pretty sight, and he's doing it for as long as he can before that gasoline gets too much for him to breathe in, just to make a couple pesos. This wasn't a joke. This is reality that I filmed. Can't believe I did it. But I knew I had to go out there and film today because the universe shut off my internet and just was bugging me. It gave me two ideas. It said the border or the church. And I was like, ugh. Or not the church, the cemetery. And then I went to the border. Oh my God. I went to the border, right? And I want to film the line because they had shut down the second port of entry, which is the Ped West. So I go to San Ysidro. I said, well, I'll do the San Ysidro border because the line is ridiculously long every day, because they shut down the other port of entry, right? For the pedestrians to walk. Homie, it was so weird because I figure I come home, I go, because I have to walk up this big hill to go get to that cemetery, right? Because I didn't drive, I walked. And because I need to exercise because I'm getting a little chunky. So I walked, and then I go to film the San Ysidro, right? And I come back home and I figure, well, because there was no line in the morning is what I'm trying to say. I was there like 9:30 in the morning because I knew it was gonna be hot today. So I get to the San Ysidro border. There's no line. I'm like, what do you? Every time I come, there's a line, right? And dude, so I get home today, right, like about 2 or 3 o'clock, and I figured, do I want to go out? Because my apartment was just super chilly today. It was just like I had no problems. I didn't know I had to pay rent today. It was October 1st, so I had to go pay rent. Until I went out, I had to go to my secretary pay rent, right, to the secretary of the apartment. And I was like, holy hell, I ain't going nowhere. But I was like, well, maybe I will. So I look up the wait times, and dude, at 9 to 10 o'clock, that drop was like, and then it went right back up right after I left. And I tried to wait, and I was like, yeah, the universe was like cemetery. But if you look at those videos, you'll see why. I just hadn't needed to get my little chunky ass butt out there, and I get it. I got it. I understood it. Right when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. He was like, oh, Mike, you can read cards. Yeah, it gets kind of annoying sometimes too. But like I said, Biden is the example of the brainwashing, how they brainwashed everybody, okay? But people are waking up, all right? He allows us to see how they've used everything to program our minds. BLM riots, Antifa, they don't exist. The media doing what they do, and they could barely. CNN is having a hard time covering this up. Hollywood, Stephen Colbert, the worst late night show host of all times. I saw him on the Hodge Twins talking about the vaccine video. Good Lord. Good Lord. Take your juice if you want it, but what the hell was he thinking, man? But you're starting to see the propaganda gang now. You can see it now. And I got nothing bad about that. You want to take the juice? Good luck. You want to swallow a bottle of aspirin? Good luck. You do whatever you do, you boo boo. You come down here to Mexico, you get everything you want, you know? But we're starting to see the propaganda gang, all right? The gang. And the gang is to put fear in you. You're going to die. And that's why I went to that cemetery today, that graveyard today, which was a beautiful place. I posted it everywhere. It's on my Facebook. It's everywhere. It's on my YouTube. It's on my Rumble. It's on my Gab, which I'm starting to work with. And it's also on my Parler now. I got to get back on the Parler gang. Parler actually liked me. I was up into a couple hundred followers, man. People were really liking me. And then, boom. So let's try to get everything going. Let's just spread information. Let's just everybody get back to normal. But with that being said, not like this. Not like they're doing. Not with fear. No fear. I can't do fear. No closed doors. No closed doors. I can't do this fear gang. Because fear is false evidence appearing real. Everything they've hit us with. But like I said, Sleepy Joe was a necessary evil, meaning it was something we needed to wake people up. Okay? And now you can see it. Now you can smell it. You can taste it, touch it, feel it, see it. Best of all, it's been recorded. All right? With that being said, I'm going to peace out again. Hopefully everything's working and I can post this video around. All right? Peace out.